Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today I'm going to be doing another video about what I've picked up at thrift stores. So, well, that and eBay, because I've got a couple things from eBay, but I've gotten quite a few things and I'm ready to put them away, so I figured I would film this video. It is very book heavy, so if you aren't a huge fan of books, sorry about that, but they are kind of movie related or something like that. So let's get into it with the things that I picked up from eBay first. The last thrift finds video that I did, I had found some Olympic pins, so that kind of jump-started my wanting to get Olympic pins again. So I got 4 from eBay, and here is one of them. This one was $1.50. So this is from the Atlanta 1996 games, and this is a cycling pin. And then we also have this one, which is also from the Atlanta 1996 games. This is also from the same seller, and it was $1.50. And they call it track and field, but to me it kind of looks like this guy is hurdling. And then these next two actually came as a set, and they came in these little box cases that say limited edition on it. But here is what the backing looks like. I only took it out of the case so I could show you guys the thing, because this is a spinning Olympic pin, and these are from the 2000 games in Sydney, Australia. So here is this pin, and so it's the continent of Australia / country of Australia, and it says 100 days to the Olympics, and then if you spin it, it goes to 99 nights till the Olympics, and it has the date that it started, and that was, so 100 days of June 7th, 2000, and then June 8th, 2000 for the 99 nights. And then the other one I have also came in the same thing. So both of those together were $1.70. So we have this one. It is broken, which kind of sucks, but I thought I could fix it, but I'm still not sure about it. But here we go. I'm gonna have to hold it, because this is also a spinning one. And this one says Sydney and 2000, and it's got the 2000 Olympic thing, and then on here it says football, and it's got Ali, which was one of the mascots, and football they're referring to soccer, and that's what's broken off of the thing, so that kind of sucks. And then on the back of it, it says, it has the little pictogram of the thing, of the soccer, and it says the games of the new millennium. So that one's really cool. These are the first 2 Olympic pins from the Australian 2000 games that I have. So that's really cool, and I'm very happy to have gotten them. I also will do these. I actually got these for free. Just recently went to the mall, and there is a store there called Slackers. And they usually have like free stuff on one of their racks right at the front. They're like promotional things or whatever. So I picked these up from there, and these are Pacific Rim Uprising like button pins. So that was pretty cool, and they were free. And then I also picked this up. I'm not like a huge fan of this or anything, but you know, I figured I would get it. But this is a free comic book day comic, and this is DC Superhero Girls. And it doesn't really say too much, but it's like a special edition. So that's pretty cool. And then let's get into the books. So I saw this at Goodwill. I got it for $1, and this is really cool. I saw it and I was like, you know what? Because I grew up with this campaign. Like, it was a lot bigger in the 90s, but I still remember going to school and seeing giant posters of this in my middle school. So this is the Milk Mustache book, and it says a behind-the-scenes look at America's favorite advertising campaign. So these are all like 90s related things, so you've got all the pictures of celebrities and their milk mustaches, and a little blip about them. So that's really cool. I am really excited to have found this, and for $1, you can't really beat that. So this is another book that I found, and I thought that it was kind of interesting, and I like looking behind the scenes of things. So we have, this is Invitation to the White House, Making This House a Home, and this is with Hillary Clinton. So when she was First Lady, I guess this book was published, and it's got a lot of like behind the scenes of things that go on at the White House. So that's really cool. And in the on the back, you can see a bunch of celebrities. So right here is Will Smith, and then I think this is Robert De Niro right there, and then a bunch of really interesting things. So I thought that was cool. I really actually haven't seen like a lot of the inside of the White House, so I figured I would pick it up, and I thought it was a really cool book. I look forward to looking through that a little bit more in depth. And then also kind of on the Olympic train, I did find this today, and I thought I already had this one, but I actually have just one about United States figure skating. So this book is called Skate 100 Years of Figure Skating, and right there on the cover we have Michelle Kwan. And this basically just has a bunch of, like, there's Oksana Bayul, and just a bunch of pictures and kind of like the history of figure skating. Right there is the infamous Tanya Harding. It's a really cool book, and I am excited to have it as a part of my collection. So that's not all the books that I have, but I'm going to kind of intersperse these glasses because I have some like drinking glasses that I wanted to show you guys. First glass that I have, and I'm not sure, I like the shape and I like this logo. I'm not sure exactly what it is a reference to, but on here, so this is the front of it, and it says Boulevard on it. Here's the full shape of the glass. I'm not sure what this is like intended to be, what is intended to drink out of it, if it's like beer or some sort of like mixed drink or whatever. And then on the back it says 25 CL, which I'm not sure exactly what that measurement is, but I thought that this was a cool glass and I definitely wanted to pick it up. I believe it was like $1. And then I also picked this one up, and it was really cool. I really liked the way that it looked, the artwork on it, but I had no idea what it was. I honestly thought it was somewhere in like Washington State or something. My mom was like, I think that's in Canada. But here we have this, I don't even know if this is like a drinking glass, but this is like a kind of like a candle vase type thing. So right here it is, and it's the Mackinac, it's the Mackinac Bridge. So it's like a nice suspension bridge, and I actually looked this up, and it is the bridge that connects the upper and lower peninsulas of Michigan. So that was pretty cool. I actually didn't even know that the upper and lower peninsulas of Michigan were connected, but that's actually a really cool thing. I thought it was a good little display piece or whatever. Alright, so then getting into more books, this is a little on the not greatest condition side, but I definitely wanted to pick it up. I watched a documentary on Netflix about a new book that he was writing, and it was called Voyeur. And, well, the documentary was called Voyeur, and it was about some guy who this author became friends with that like spied on people in a motel for 20 some odd years and wrote all these things in like these journals and stuff. So I just thought that was super interesting, and I actually first heard about it on the podcast My Favorite Murder, and so this is a book by him, and so the author's name is Gay Talese, and this is Thy Neighbor's Wife. And this was $1. Well, actually it was 50 cents because my Goodwill has been doing these things where every Sunday there's a new sale. So this during this period, the color is blue, so you get 50% off. So this is kind of weirdly set up, but I was glad that I found it, and I look forward to reading it at some point. But I believe that this book is about him having like an affair or some sort of thing with his neighbor's wife, so it's interesting. Then we have this one, which is a like true life story, and this, well, that was also true life, by the way. But this is one that I followed pretty closely, and this is Amanda Knox, Waiting to be Heard. And if you're not unfamiliar with Amanda Knox, she was accused of committing a murder while she was studying abroad in Italy of her roommate. And I believe she was actually sentenced in Italy, and something happened, and they had some sort of appeal, and she ended up being able to get out. Because the Italian legal system is really strange, so she ended up getting out, so I figured I definitely wanted to pick that up to learn more about the case from her side of the story. I also picked this book up, which, well, is movie related, so it kind of ties into my channel, and it was also $1. And this is 501 must-see movies. So this book is broken down into genres of the movies that you need to see. So you've got action, adventure, and epic. And then you have comedy, you have drama, horror, musical, romance, science fiction and fantasy, mystery and thriller, war, and western. So it's really cool. It starts with the older movies at the front of the section, and then you slowly get into the newer movies towards the end. I believe this came out in either 2005 or 2006. So it's fairly recent, but there's still almost a whole decade full of movies that they don't have included. I'll save those for last, and I'll do the other two glasses that I picked up. So this was a set that was released at McDonald's, and I actually have one of them already, but I got two more, and it appears that there's one more left. So this is, I don't know how well you'll be able to pick it up, but this is a Flintstones cup from McDonald's, and this is the pre-dawn. It's called the pre-dawn cup. So you've got a little bone here, and then you've got a bunch of designs around the outside. There's like fossils and tracks and shells and stuff, and here is the bottom of it. And then I also got, I think this was only like 50 cents. So that was a pretty good deal. And then this was also 50 cents, and this is a different one. And this one is called the Rocky Road mug. Also by, can't really tell, but it does say Flintstones on it. And then it's like a bunch of rocks, and like there's a lizard there. And these were put out by McDonald's, except on the glass it actually says a Rockdonald's, so that's pretty cool. But that's it for the glasses, and then I've got two more books, and these are pretty good. The prices weren't the best because Goodwill has been doing, at least the Goodwills around me, have been doing some weird things where it used to be that there was only a couple books that they would up price, and now it seems like they are up pricing a great majority of their books, depending on who the author is, or like how well known it is or whatever. So I did see this one at a Goodwill that I usually don't go to, and I was like, I need to get it for the price that it was, which was $3. I was like, it's worth it, so I need to pick it up. So this is Stephen King's It in hardcover. So this is like I guess when it was first bought or whatever, it's still there, and it says it was bought for $17 something. 17, 21, 25% off. And it was $22.95, which is the MSRP. So that is pretty crazy. But I was like, yep, I've got to pick it up. It does have 2 playing cards in it. I don't remember where they are. They were like 2 playing cards I guess somebody was using as bookmarks. And then we also have this other one which upgrades a book that I have. I read it in high school and I saw this one and was like, you know what, I better pick it up. This was $2, so that's a little bit more reasonable considering that they used to pretty much price everything at $1. So this is Bram Stoker's Dracula, and this was illustrated by Charles Keeping. So that's really cool, and it's got really nice illustrations in it, as well as the actual book. So I definitely look forward to hopefully revisiting this at some point. Here's what the cover, and these illustrations are really nice. This came out in the 80s, so I'm glad that I was able to find a pretty nice copy of it. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about what I picked up. If there's anything you like, anything you don't like, anything that you think that I scored on, or anything like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Bye.